In today's episode, we get extra lives in hardcore Minecraft. We also get extra emeralds to trade with all our lovely villager friends. So if you're not already, go get subscribed, leave a like down below, and let's get straight into the video. To start with, I decided to build a villager breeder, as villagers are very useful because they can give you all sorts of things, from enchanted books all the way to food, which I am going to do in the future. So they're probably one of the most OP mobs in Minecraft. So that's why we are trying to get a whole load of them today by making this breeder, which is designed by Mr. Cat. And it's got 4 modules and produces quite a few villagers, so it should suit our needs for the world at the moment. While we are placing these beds, if you're not already, go and get subscribed and leave a like down on the video, as it helps you find more content like this. So go and do it, it's totally free, it takes no time at all. And I'll race you to the red subscribe button, so let's go. At this point, I realised that it'd be rather nice if we could actually see the villagers in there, so I switched out some of the deep at the bottom for glass, as I thought it looked nicer, and also then we could see all of our lovely villagers in there and see if we had any at all. But then I added this little stair thing, which would flush all villagers to one side, so easy to pick up with a minecart. It also has the added benefit of flushing all of the potatoes from the farm that accidentally dropped down into our chest, so it's also a potato farm. And here I started to set up a little collection system for the villagers so we can transport them away, and started to throw them some potatoes to get them breeding, as I needed a few more villagers to go in the 4 pods that we'd made. And now is the time for the build that we've all been waiting for, that will get us extra lives in hardcore Minecraft, and also some emeralds to buy for our villagers. So here I am just gathering some of the materials which we'll need, and as you can see it's not many, but then I went to prepare the build site, as you need a pretty flat area for this, and I think I found one, so I just cleared some dandelions and then I got to work. So started by digging 3 wide holes and then digging some corners off, and also then digging the centre out, so that we ended up with a nice cross shape. Then I placed some slabs around the outside, and this will come in useful a bit later, as it then contains all the water. But now for this farm we'll need 1 villager, which is another reason why we built that breeder earlier on. And we made a little compartment for it here, not the most space, but this villager doesn't need much space, and we brought the rail track all the way up to it. Finally, we got the villager into a minecart, and then we managed to get it all the way up to the farm. And there it is, just nice and cozy in there. Last thing we had to do is block it in there with some of our blocks so we've got spare. Next we use the water to make a water funnel system, so this will push all of the mobs that spawn into that hole in the centre. Now we just had to extend this hole all the way down 27 blocks. Once down there, we had to dig a little room out so that we could have a place to slash at the mobs with our sword. Now we needed to add the collection system, which is very simple at the moment. I might improve it a bit later, but for that we'll probably build an entire new farm. For this scale we don't need that bigger collection system. But there, and it's all done. We've just got to dig a staircase all the way up to the surface for easy access and easy escape if something goes wrong. Last but not least, I used some signs to make a killing chamber for the big mobs, which we don't want to get stuck in there. And they can't fall down that 3x1 tube, so we'll have to kill them up on the surface, which we used by just using a lava bucket here. Last but not least, to activate the farm, we needed to get Bad Omen, which we got from a pillager outpost there. And then also, in the chest, I've managed to find a goat horn, which is pretty cool. But now you've probably realised that it's a raid farm that we're building, which will get us totems, which basically give you a second chance. So when you die, you don't actually die, instead you use the totem. And here we are just using the farm. As you can see, the raiders just drop down, and some of them give us totems, which we've got here. And I put the first one off in my old fan, so that if something does go wrong, we've got a second chance. And at last we completed the raid, and we got the Hero Village achievement. And also we ended up with 4 totems in total, 2 from this chest and 1 in that chest. We also got a lot of emeralds.